I've got a ditch running down the side of my roadway here that feeds into a pipe and into a pond, and we can see this in the 3D model here. And what I want to do is model the ditch hydraulically using the data from the roadway model. And if the roadway model updates, I want my hydraulic model to update. If we zoom in and we select one of these nodes here, this is a cross-section node and it takes its shape from the roadway model, in this case a terrain model. If we look at the utility properties, we can see that the cross-section type is set to from surface, and then we use the roadway model surface to create the channel section, and we can see this here. So here's the points that we've taken from the roadway model, the terrain model, and we've derived the shape of the cross section here. So we can use a series of cross sections and then link them together with channels. Now a channel, unlike a conduit, doesn't have a shape. It's not circular or box. It inherits its shape from the cross sections and head walls that it connects to. I've already computed this system, so if we scroll down, we can see results like velocity, normal depth, and so on, and some of those are reflected in the civil properties as well. I've created a profile run through my system, so if I open the profile model, we can see the system here, and note that we're now drawing the channels and the hydraulic grade line in each channel. I've also opened cross sections, and if we have a quick look at those, we can see how the cross section of the channel matches the roadway surface. So here's an example of how the cross section nodes update. I've selected this cross section. Its elevation reference is this TM, which is this mesh in the roadway model here. We can see the cross section and channel in the 3D model here, and if we select the cross-section node, we can see the collection of points across the surface. So now I'll open the design file containing the corridor, and we'll edit the template drop, and we'll make the ditch a little bit wider and a little bit steeper. Okay, the template editor, the 3D model's updated, and now if we go back to the drainage file and select the drainage node, if we look at the collection of points, we can see how that's updated automatically. It's updated automatically in the 3D model, and the channel has therefore automatically updated as well.